What is going on, guys? Today we have got detail oriented. Now this is going to be an interesting one because there is no technical max rating on this one. We've got a max of 90 pace, max of 82 shooting, 83 passing, 82 dribbling, 80 defending and 77 physical with a max of 8 playstyles. So there is going to be a certain rating this tops off at. Obviously you can't use your Mbappe, you can't do all of that jazz. And by the looks of it, it's a +4 upgrade, I could imagine. We get Chip Shot and Trickster. We also get a level of, how many pace is that? We get 2 pace, a lot of shooting to be fair. And what do we got to do then? So level 1, play 1 squad battle, score 2 goals, fair enough. So it's that 1 match. Play 1. Score 2 goals. Okay, yeah. Okay, that's not bad. Then win 1 squad battle, this is 2 goals. So 2 matches. It's not terrible. The question is it any good? If your team's looking like this, then I have the place for you. Head over to U7Buy for all your coin needs. They're cheap, fast, and reliable. But make sure to use JT11 at the checkout for 6% off all of your coin orders. So we're over on Footbin, and the best players you can use seems to be left backs and right backs. That's okay, that's interesting. So we've got Battle again. Okay, beautiful. We got Honor. We have Nuno Mendes, very nice. And we have Klaus. So we get an official +4 upgrade of the overall. 2 pace, 7 shooting, 7 dribbling, 3 defending, 7 passing, and 2 physical. Let's have a look what other players are eligible then. So we want to go... Ooh, okay, so an 88 Klaus in form. He does have a road to the knockout, so it's a 2 upgrade there. We have Muller. It's not going to be enough of a pace. Schick could be a potential. 87, 81 pace. If he got a skill move or weak foot upgrade, you could argue it, to be honest. 87 on the shooting, 88 dribbling. I mean, it's not bad. It's the pace. If it could have just been a little bit more added onto the pace, that would have been really nice. But that so low is going to be the problem. Alba... To be fair, the problem with Jordi Alba, and it's the same with Biscuits, it's the same with Busquets, is they are bound to get a card at some point. I just know full well with Messi in the league, with the Barca players, they are bound to get a flashback, a moment, a something. They just will do. Hoffman's not going to be... Molina, no really. Soler. This is the problem. So Nuno Mendes is not a bad shout. Callum Wilson, that's going to be the same as is, yeah. Oh, you could have gone Founders Evolution. Now, that would be interesting. Do I have a cheeky Werner in there? Werner's got higher pace, surely. Let's go to Leagues and Bundes. Because I have a Founders Werner, and I think, yeah, he's going to have something that's too high there. Oh, that's a shame. But that's not a bad one if you did Wilson. That's a pretty good add-on, and that's what Evolution should be. We should now be adding on to some cards, or at least having them in there. We obviously have Griffo, McAllister. McAllister's not got a card. 86. His pace is a little bit low, but we could still work with it. Again, it's going to be that freestyle that really drops him. Have we not had a card from him? Wow. I thought we had a card at some point. So, in terms of kind of looking at it straight off the bat, there's no one that I'm like, okay, number 1. Like, if you went to the other evolutions, you've kind of got, like, you know, Tchouameni is a big shout there. You know, for instance, Depay is a pretty good shout. Even Jackson, to be fair, is not awful in terms of a shout. Conte, Bernardo Silva. You've got that already in your mind. That is the card that I'm going for. Whereas this one... I feel like obviously it all depends anyway, but there isn't necessarily a wow factor. To say that there's no rating requirements, they could have kind of upped the rating a little bit for some players. The only problem you're going to have, and it's why they will tread eggshells around it, is because if they, for instance, lifted it to 91, it could enable somebody that is very meta. So, for instance, if we was to go... Give me a meta player. I don't know why. I went straight to Mbappe, but he's going to be far too much. Say we go Neymar. I suppose Neymar's already got a card. But for instance, if we was to increase the dribbling and it's to 93, but they didn't realise that he's got less pace now and it works for him, then obviously everybody's going to do that. So they're trying to build the evolutions up slowly, whereas I think right at this point we kind of need just that next level up. We don't need the 83s going to 86s or 87s. It's just too low too quickly, too slowly. And it's the same when we have the objective players and also the objective packs when we used to get players, is that they are just so far behind it's like they're a season or two off it. And it seems to be the same as with Evolution. And like I say, I understand they're not going to give us 90 rated cards from the get-go or a month in, because they're trying to make it last. It's a good feature, and I think once we are able to start putting players on, it could be a lot better. It's like Laban. I may not have particularly used her, to be honest, but we did her in an objective or in Evolutions prior, and now I can't do anything with her. So it's like, well, what is the point of half of these evolutions if they can't then be going up? Joe Bellingham has been waiting since the start from Golden Glow Up. And now we're going to get apparently a family promo, which he could be in. So already I've now completely lost that one. So it is one of them things that I'm like, you might as well either just go for fodder or just your team. So if you're looking Prem, if I'm looking for personally my team, which to be honest, most of them are at this rating anyway. I'm assuming that's right. Apply filter. So I could put quite a lot in them, to be honest. So you could go with a Mason Mount. That wouldn't be a bad option, because realistically, is he getting another card anywhere else? That is going to be the big debate. It turns him into an 85. It is free. That is kind of what I'd turn to in terms of doing these evolutions, because it just allows you to get up players that most definitely won't be upgraded. So if we go with a Silver United player, the likely chance of him getting an upgrade is very slim. Same with your team, rather than going anything. If I was to pick, I think Nuno Mendes is probably the better shout. Left back wise, unfortunately, again, it's not really needed. We've got Baka. If you've not got Baka, you go get Sakrina. I think the other left back from the Women's League. And you could then go get a Gold Furlan Mendy, a Theo in form, and Alphonso Davies. There's so many left backs, it's unbelievable. If you could play right back, wouldn't be a bad shout. We need the Cancelos of the world. But in terms of that, I think, yeah, I would go, if you've not got a Klaus, that's a good 88. Mendes, 86, not bad. And if you're going for fodder, Honor is not going to be a bad card as well. 89 rated for 2 matches. At the very minimum, you've got fodder. But that's going to be it. Let me know down below who you were going to choose and how many evolutions have you actually completed. Let me know, and I'll catch you all for the next one. Peace.